about ready. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. James from Junkyard Fox here, back at you with another video. Now, I am on vacation. I am in beautiful Golden Gate Canyon National Park in Colorado, and I'm just camping out here. I just made myself some breakfast, and we're gonna go ahead and discuss this bag. This is the lighttake.com spice bag. They were kind enough to go ahead and send me, so we're gonna go ahead and give that a review. And as well, while we're at it, we're gonna go ahead and discuss the importance of spices in the field, whether it's something enjoyable like camping or something more serious like survival. It is very underrated, the importance of spices, and not something that I hear talked about often enough. I myself don't talk about it often, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. First of all, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my breakfast, and I need to wake up, so got some fresh coffee as well, so stick around. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so here's the product, and I want to thank lighttake.com for sending this to me. I very much appreciate that, guys. Okay, so here's the bag, quite a large bag. Now it has a handle here. It says Green Bee in the front, and just go ahead and unzip it to get to the 6 large tins here for the spices. Now these are some quite large containers. I mean, these are larger than the salt and pepper shakers that you run into at a restaurant, so they're going to hold a large amount. Now the top, there's 3 settings. There's the large, medium, and fine, depending on what spice you're carrying or the amount that you want to place on here. And they hold pretty decent. Now, if you notice, it's closed. This is salt, so this is very fine. It should be coming out, you know, if this wasn't lodged on right, but it's pretty good. Now, I have noticed not all of them are like that. Some do sprinkle a little bit of stuff, but nothing too major. And like I said, it holds a good amount of stuff. Now, I like that this bag is quite large because not only does it allow you to go ahead and have your 6 tins on here, but it's quite large where you can add extra things as well. A couple extra things. For example, I added a lighter for emergencies when I'm cooking, whatever. It's just there. And also the bag itself, there's more room up here. So in case you wanted to add some packets of tea, some chamomile packets, or some hot chocolate, you can add it in here for in your spice bag. Just make it a slightly more versatile. Now, some things that I wish they would improve on, or not particularly improve on, but like I said, it's cool that it's a large size, but in a way it also has its drawbacks. Now, I'm out here on vacation. I'm camping, enjoying myself, but it's only for about 2 days, 3 days tops. I don't need this large amount of spices unless you have a very large family or you're going to be out in the woods for an extended period of time. Now I'm talking about, you know, over 3 weeks out here. This would be great. But if you're just going to be out here for a day or two, this is quite large. Now, it does take quite a large chunk of space in my haversack. So what I would suggest is if Lighttake can make a mini version, something about half the size. Now, take a look at these tins. Well, like I said, these are very large. Honestly, I think you can make some 1/3 of the size, and that would be, even that would be a good amount for that time. So, if they could just make a smaller version, that would be great. Just to go ahead and make it a little bit more portable. So just have this version and then a mini version. Okay, so now let's go ahead and have a discussion about spices. Something I myself haven't really talked about, nor do I see a lot of people talking about. It's very underrepresented in today's survival community. But spices are very important. I mean, we very much, you know, forget about the importance of flavor when it comes to eating food. We like to think about food and gathering that food, but food itself isn't everything. You're going to want something to make you feel a little bit more comfortable, to enjoy more. So first of all, let's look at history. Now, spices were a very large trade. To this day, they still are. But, I mean, if you think of the old days, you know, merchants, you know, merchants would sail across the sea to exotic new land. You know, they were sent by monarchs to go ahead and gather some new spices that they haven't found before. So, spices were a very large trade. Now, let's go ahead and think of, now I really don't like talking about this stuff, but okay, so let's say something happened, the end of the world, you know, whether it's hurricanes, you know, some natural disaster, or it's a zombie apocalypse, whatever you want to think about. Okay, so first you're gonna, you know, the basic things, you know, people are gonna go for their ammunition. They're gonna want their guns and their axes. They're gonna want their coats. But you know, spices, when you think about it, if you are in a situation that is traumatic and stressful, you are malnourished, just imagine just going a couple days, just eating, what you're going to be eating isn't going to be gourmet. Say you're eating military rations or whatever it is, you're going to be eating Spam straight out of the can. It's not going to be very pleasant. Now imagine after all the things you've seen and you're just tired, and then one day you just find sugar and creamer for your coffee. Just imagine just not only just the enjoyment, but the psychological, the morale boost that you would get from just enjoying that, just to make it just slightly more enjoyable. Spices can go a long way, not only from the flavor standpoint, but some spices are herbs and they're going to provide you with extra nutrients and minerals that your body needs. Not only that, would they make a great bartering tool, so you're trading things, like I said, people are going to forget about the spices, but after you've been eating, the food that you're eating for 2 weeks, imagine after 2 months, they're going to want to trade, a couple of their things for cayenne pepper or for sugar. So if you have some spices on you, you can trade for other things. You're short on shampoo or whatever products you need, you can trade them if you have spices. So I definitely think spices have their place. And now from a personal, from my personal standing, I do a lot of hunting and gathering, guys, as you've seen in my videos, and some food is very delicious and some food isn't. It doesn't make it bad, it's not disgusting, but it's either bland or it's just slightly unpleasant, where a little bit, salt and pepper can really bring it, make it far more palatable to eat. So, like I said earlier, I had been looking already for something to make a spice bag. Now, if you want to go ahead and get this one, or you want to just make your own, it's not too difficult. Maybe just a Ziploc bag and throw a couple of bags in there, some packets from McDonald's or whatever. But spices are very underrepresented, and I think it's something worth exploring into. Okay, well, thank you guys for joining me with this video. Now, a quick recap, guys. I am on vacation. I am in Colorado, so I'm just going to keep exploring this area and enjoying myself. So as you saw earlier, this spice bag definitely came in handy for cooking my breakfast out here. Now, I am enjoying myself. I just had some eggs, some hash browns, some coffee. But when I am out doing some more serious hunting and gathering out in the outdoors, this definitely also comes in handy. I can tell you that from personal experience. I want to thank lighttake.com for sending this to me. Now, we already went ahead and discussed just a little bit about the history of spices and also just the hypothetical, what if situations in case, something bad was to happen, the importance of spices. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and enjoy myself, guys. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys next week with another video. Now go outside and get your boots dirty.